Hello. So I've talked about the goals that I have for this year and uh, self publishing between 11 and 23 books to add to my word count, add to my book count, or if I get to the 23 books out, when I get to the 23 books out, I'm a big believer in using when, not if. That will double the book count that I had starting this year. And that's a lofty goal. It's gonna take a lot of focus. What I really wanted to talk about today, though, is it's also going to take a lot of support. I have days where my authoring is going to be where I want it to be, and it's going to be all that I want it to be. And I have days where, oh my gosh, there's so many books out there already, and there's so many authors out there already, and is there room for me? Is there room for me too? When I worked at Barnes & Noble and B. Dalton, I would go to the fiction section, and I would go to where my name would be, the SO, where my name would be alphabetically, and I would just scoot books over to make room for myself. I don't work at bookstores anymore. I don't go to bookstores as often as I would like to, because my budget would cry. But earlier I was just having a day where, gosh, there's so many amazing books out, and there's so many amazing authors. Is there room for me? And I think about the people that I have in my life who, even on days when I don't believe, they believe. And I had just an overwhelming feeling of gratitude that I have these people, because on the days when I know my stories are good, I mean, I always know my stories are good and my characters are good, but on the days where I don't have any doubts, man, I'm flying so high, you can't even see me because I'm so far up there. But then on days like today, when there's so many books and there's so many authors, and imposter syndrome never really goes away. But I just wanted to thank everyone who believes in me, and everyone who believes in me who hasn't read any of my books, and the people who have believed in me who have read my books, the people who share my posts, the people who come to my events. I just want to say thank you, because it's on days like today when I hear your voices and they're louder than my own. So thank you. If you have an indie author, or if you have someone in your life that is pursuing a something, whether or not you like it, whether or not you are into whatever they're doing, if they're doing things to better their life, if they're doing things to help themselves, help others, if they're just doing anything, support them. Give them that atta-girl or that atta-boy, because you never know when that's the voice they hear. You never know when that's what they need to keep them pushing through, because we all have days where we feel like we're on top of the world, and then we all have days where we feel like the world's on top of us. So just support each other. And again, I want to say thank you to everyone who supports me, who believes in my dreams, and helps me in whatever way that they are able to do so. It doesn't have to be buying my books, though I would love for everybody to buy my books. Please do. But it's also just when I tell them my goals and they don't roll their eyes at me. When I say, this is what I want to do, and they are, then do it. You got this. You got this is 3 words. 3 little words. But I've got this. And I love that I have people to remind me when I forget.